My name is Yussef RAFIK, and I'm a zoologist who is passionate about sharing the wonders of our natural world. I'm always on the lookout for the weirdest, the creepiest, and the cutest of what our planet has to offer. When you think about bees, you probably think of things like honeybees that are eusocial, so they live in mega societies with queens and hives, but in fact only about 20 of our 270 British species of bee are social. The rest are all solitary, like these mason bees I've got flying around all around me that have made their home in this bug house here. He is a baby crested gecko, and if you have a look a little bit closer to his eyes, you might notice something very unusual about them. He doesn't actually have any eyelids, and this means he can't blink. So they've had to develop a very unique way of dealing with this, but it has to be seen to be believed. There you go, so they can actually lick their own eyeballs.
So many cool facts there from my main man Yussef. How good is that? Now, I've fished out some props in my props cupboard. Could you teach me something about nature using one of these items?
Yeah, for sure.
Anyone you like, anyone.
Let's go for the snake.
Snake, cool.
Right, so this here is a snake, as you can see. So one of the most characteristic things about a snake, you can't see it on this one, but it has a forked tongue.
They do, yeah.
So most animals, like us again, we have big fat tongues, it's displayed here. A snake's a bit different. They have really thin, slender tongues with a forked end. So it basically helps them to smell because they taste the air. But the reason they have that forked tongue is so that they can smell in different directions.
That is crazy. Yeah, see, I've always been cool with snakes.
Yeah, you're a fan?
Me and snakes.
Earthworms are also excellent decomposers. They break down organic matter and in turn poop out a very valuable fertiliser. I'm here in Ashton Court in Bristol, and as you can see, I'm in the presence of some absolutely incredible animals. These guys behind me are called red deer, and they're the UK's largest land mammal. So I'm going to focus on the owl butterfly for a moment, because the eye spots of the owl butterfly actually go one step further. So if you look at the eye spot of the owl butterfly, you might notice that there's a small white line in the centre. Now this white line actually mimics the eye reflecting in the light. Now snails are perfectly harmless, but that doesn't mean they don't have teeth. In fact, they have 14,000 of them. And if you look down this end of the body, this is what's known as the foot. And it's here that the snail produces one of its most characteristic qualities, slime. The diet of a snail is very weird, but also very useful to our ecosystem. And, hold on, it says here they even eat animal poo. That's not right, is it? It is. So where can you find these little poo munchers? Well, a great place to start if you've got one is in a compost bin. Snails also love it when it rains. But the best time to find snails is at night. Snails are actually nocturnal, so heading out into your garden in the dark is often your best bet at finding one of these guys slithering around.